First opened way back in 1924, but renovated in 2002. There's a look inside venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. This was the scene a moment ago as the Bears emerge from their tunnel. Ready for football are they, and ready for football are we, as the Bears get set to match up with the Seattle Seahawks. The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5.
Hey, boys, we got four down.
Sit up, 180.
Trubisky with the give to Howard. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Lock in. Sit up, 180.
On first, they go right back to Howard. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
He may be playing free safety while wrapped up in a corner's body, but Earl Thomas is the best center fielder in the game. He cleans up everything back there as far as I'm concerned. I think he just has intelligence, understands things, and boy, is he tough.
Let's go. We're on the ball after this.
Double tight.
Red, sit up, 180. Sit up.
Now Trubisky to throw on 2nd. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
Oh, got him! Got him!
This defense tightening up a bit. That last catch just 1 yard, making it 3rd and 9.
Red, sit up. Sit up, 180.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro free safety, Earl Thomas. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. They were ball hawks last week. They had a trio of interceptions on defense. In the first drive, they pick up right where they left off.
They're creating quite a reputation for themselves, aren't they? And sometimes what happens is when they know that the defense can take the ball away, as they saw the previous week, now you try too hard to not let them take it away, and you force yourself into errors. They've intimidated them, in a sense, and gotten the ball from them.
After the interception, here's Wilson. And he hits on the slant route to Marshall. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
Now, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. Now Wilson. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Baldwin. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion.
Right, easy. Check 51. Check 51.
Here's a give to Penny. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. 3 down, 3 down. Hey, check. 3 down, 3 down.
The former Gamecock here. This is Mike Davis. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
3rd and long. It's Wilson. It's caught right side. Dixon. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. Sebastian Janikowski to try the Seahawks field goal. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. And Janikowski bangs it through. And the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive stalls out, but the field goal does get them the first points of the night.
And 3 points, not to be underestimated. How about this, right? You're on the road. You're under the lights. National television audience. This is not a dress rehearsal, partner. This is for real. And a pretty nice opening statement.
The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
Ready?
Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
On 2nd down, here's Trubisky. And that's complete. It's Sims. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Let's go. Run the
Now they'll
clock.
try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion.
Hey.
Sit up. 180. Sit up.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. Going right side here, and that's complete. Touchdown, Chicago! Trey Burton, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Bears have taken the early lead. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive down with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Be alert, be alert. Alert 3. 58.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Penny. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
One of the surprises of the first round, the Seattle Seahawks selecting running back Rashad Penny out of San Diego State. Highly regarded, but most people thought he would go in the second round.
But he did have an incredible senior year at San Diego State, over 2,200 yards, 23 touchdowns.
He resembles Marshawn Lynch in build, but has the ability to take him the distance as well. Had 7 kick returns during his career at San Diego State for touchdowns.
And that'll be incomplete. Alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin hits the Seahawks with a football to begin quarter number 2. They've got it 2nd and 10 to start things out.
Tight, watch left. Tight, watch left.
Throwing again. Wilson. Now they go screen. It's complete. Give them 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5.
Single. 58.
From the gun, it's Wilson. And he's got a man open. That's Marshall. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. They get 9 yards there, and they get a 1st down.
Well, they obviously read man coverage their partner, and he got downfield and broke down the defender. Made him
what do you mean by that?
He made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. And then he curls back inside for the completion.
Check.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there. That'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Tight ends on the Ringo.
Sight, Booker T.
Be ready for one word.
Wilson now throwing again. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. His first catch, good for 16 and a 1st.
tight.
Sorry. White 90.
Four down.
Penny, a first down carry. And not much running room. Down to the 32. The All-Pro in 2 positions. Khalil Mack there to make the stop.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
All go special.
On second down, here's Wilson. It's caught on the left side by Baldwin. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. The offense on third down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at third and a few inches. They'll try and run forward with Penny. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up fourth down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Tight end right, tight end right.
Sit up. 180.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
They go with Howard to begin the drive. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Nazaire Jones there on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Double tight. We got four.
Sit up. 180.
Kill. Hey, turn it up.
This is Howard on second down. Howard has the first down and then some. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Check 24. Heavy.
Red 180.
On first down, Trubisky. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Let's go.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Tight left. We got three down.
Blue. Sit up. 180.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right.
Let's go.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
He's tight right here. He's tight on the
Sit up. 180.
Here's Trubisky. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Burton. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey,
What do you hide?
watch the ship.
On first down, they run with Howard. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Soldier Field following this short break.
Watch tight end. Hey, we got 4.
Sit up. 180.
On second down, Trubisky. Over the middle, complete. That's Burton. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They get 17 down to the 17, and it's a first down. A first trip to the red zone for the Bears. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17.
Hey, 4 down.
Sit up. 180.
26.
A give to Howard. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have to...
Now Howard stripped. He lost the football. And fortunately for him, he's able to get it back, but it will be a loss on the play.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it, and somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for his squad.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Let's go.
The Bears on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
4 down.
Red. Sit up. 180.
Mike's by 4.
Throwing here, Trubisky. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal.
Double tight. Hey.
Sit up. 180.
Now Trubisky to throw. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
A pretty rocky start in this game for the guy throwing the ball. Already has thrown 1 interception.
Let's go.
Almost threw a second one right there. All he's doing right now is giving the defense a whole lot of confidence.
4 down.
Sit up.
Now it's Trubisky. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
On 3rd and goal, Trubisky. His pass caught at the 4. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. And now the Seahawks are going to call another timeout, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Now Cody Parkey out to try the field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, and you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one. I don't think anyone got a finger on it. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end's right.
Don't take too long.
Everyone's going.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And I think the Bears have recovered. They have. Holding on to the football becoming a little bit of an issue. He had 2 fumbles last week, remember.
I played for a guy that used to talk all the time about creating turbulence in the pocket, making the quarterback jumpy, make him antsy, keep getting after him a little bit, and make sure he thinks about holding on to the ball because you're going after him.
The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? First and goal. Following the fumble recovery, it's Trubisky. He's got it. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. From the 2 now, second and goal.
49, check 49, check 49. Sit up, 180.
Trying to push it in with Howard. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal. Here's Trubisky to throw. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This a chip shot, a 20-yarder. And Parkey's kick is good. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. So they get the 3, increase their lead to close out the half.
Excellent way to end a drive, go into the locker room with a little bit of extra momentum after adding 3 to their total.
That'll be taken in the end zone. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
We got 3. We got 3.
A handoff to Penny. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
Keep playing hard, fellas, all day. Woo! Let's get it.
The Seahawks on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Gun.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And he's got Lockett. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Wilson to Lockett there for the Seahawk first down.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage,
Over here.
when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Alert!
Front it.
Check.
Off the play fake, here's Wilson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. Continuing to steadily move the ball down the field. Not big play after big play, but these moderate gains getting him first downs.
And you know what they add up to, right? If you continue that pace and you continue to move it downfield, they add up into 6 points. That's exactly what you're looking for.
Wilson going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive.
Single. Slam.
To throw again is Wilson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Again, Wilson. And the tight end, Dixon, left side. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. They just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Be alert.
Running left, it's Penny. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Good, 4 down. 12.
On 2nd down, Wilson. Got some real estate inside the 30. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down.
Let's go get another one. Let's go.
Spot that.
Mike 5'9".
They'll toss it out to Carson. And he's got Rome. And he's brought down, but not before reaching the 8-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Strong right. Hey, we got
0.
Now a play fake here on first down. That's complete right around the 8. No gain there on the completion. It'll be second down.
No gain on the play.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. Second and goal. He's going to get it running right. And he will not be denied. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Rashad Penny, his second touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks are able to strike for 6. Janikowski good with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. A big play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. So we've got a challenge. Our referee's going to take another look on the tablet. He's going to be watching to see if the knee was down prior to the ball coming out.
I love what you just said there. You nailed it, because if the ball's shifting or moving before the knee or any other part of the body hits the ground, then that'll be considered a fumble.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at the 20.
Set up. 180.
Switch. He's coming up.
They'll begin the drive with Howard. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Tight end right.
Blue.
Hey, we are.
Set up. 180.
Now Trubisky to throw on second. And this one caught by Dez Bryant. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
It is hard in zone coverage to stop a curl route, because when they see it, they just try and find the open spot and sit down.
Yeah, we always talk about finding the soft spot in the zone. What's the key to doing that? How do you do it?
You have to read what the coverage is. Is it 2 deep? Is it 3 deep? Because then you know where the linebackers are going to drop, what spots on the field they naturally get to, and you find that open space, and then you're in sync with your quarterback. He should be reading the exact same thing, and they put the ball right on you.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
Set up. 180.
They'll try to run for it with Howard. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that, because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Set up. 180.
Right there, 54 Mike.
Right back to him on first down. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Tight ends on the Ringo.
Set up. 180.
On the handoff, this is Howard. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. The Bears on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
Alert.
Blue, blue.
Mosi, 89, 89. Watch 89.
Now Trubisky. He completes it to Bryant. And he is going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. Quick slant there gets him the first down, 6 yards on the play.
Don't be mad. Don't be mad. It's more coming. It's more where it came from.
Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy.
3 down.
Red, to the 180.
Mike's 50.
From midfield now, here's Trubisky. Always got some breathing room. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break.
Gotta go, in and out. Let's go. Right. He's tight right here.
Check 50.
After the interception, here's Wilson. This will be caught inside the 10. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Doug Baldwin, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Seahawks capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Janikowski adds the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
4 down. Check.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
Hey, 18. Sit up. 180.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Well, you won't hear any boos from this home crowd on that call.
No, not at all. And it's been a long day for this crowd waiting for this game. It's been a long evening as well. Finally, they feel they got a call.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Double tight.
Blue. Sit up. 180.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. Caught out left side by Robinson. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Those short little routes probably going to be open. The defense, they'll let those happen, especially when they can make an inbounds tackle.
Yeah, where's Coach Madden when you need him? He always talked about taking what the defense gives you, but sometimes you have to know when you have to take more. That was one of those situations.
Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. Throw left side complete. That's Cohen. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Trubisky now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Stop. 180.
Trubisky to throw again. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but you show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half. You know, different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to him here in the second half. Now they've got to come up with a counter to that and maybe do something different.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Trubisky will throw. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Frank Clark coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
You got 3 down.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Burton. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a 1st down. So now with a little over 2 minutes to play, the road back gets very difficult.
Difficult, but still not impossible if they go ahead and play this thing out. Now the defense has to come up big. They've got to go for the strip of the football on each and every snap to try and give themselves a chance.
Now Rashad Penny. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this.
Hey, over here. Check.
Now a toss play. It's Carson. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This from 54 yards away. And Janikowski bangs it through, and that will stretch the lead up to 13. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field.
hands right. Watch tight.
Blue, blue, blue.
4 down.
On first down, Trubisky. And his throw here's incomplete. The linebacker, Bobby Wagner, able to get back in coverage and knock it free.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the shotgun is Trubisky. And he comes back with one complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
We got 4.
Red, red, up.
Watch the
Blue,
edge.
blue.
Switch.
They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. And Bryant's got it over the middle. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
You see it?
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
4 down. Even.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the Pro Bowl safety, Cam Chancellor. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Janikowski good with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. On second down, Trubisky. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Red, up.
4 down.
3rd and 2. Now Trubisky. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
Up. 180, up.
On 4th down, it's Howard. And the surge is going to be too much defensively. He's hit and taken down to the backfield. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one.
Double tight, guys. Double tight. 3 down. 3 down.
The Seahawks in victory formation as they go ahead and take the knee. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you prime the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for the Seahawks, they did what they needed to do. They split their first 2 road games of the year. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Dallas Cowboys. Meanwhile, for the Bears, they will fall to 1-1. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Glendale to take on the Cardinals. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.